Alright, so welcome to what I would like to call a 2-week timely projection filming. Until it is safe for me to film during the 2 weeks off, I'm doing these by par 2 weeks early. So school ends on either Tuesday or Wednesday, December 20th, for about 8 days this year in 2025. 8 days. Because the 20th falls within the middle of the week, so it's only going to be 8 days for the kids to get off for those who do the Christmas vibration thing. You all know I've already explained it to all of you, so for those of you that do, our kids get 8 days off this year in 2025. When you see this has already been pre-filmed, pre-done, and you're probably seeing it sometime in April, because you are. You're seeing it sometime in April 2026 because you are. Sorry, that's just the way the uploads work. And that's how fast I have to produce, because I'm producing based off of, honestly, because of my viewers and their questions. So when my viewer has a question, I prepare the video that matches to the viewer's question, and that is what I am doing right now. So I just get to do it early by par in order to answer the viewer's question based off of whatever they want to know. So this is a breakfast nook question, and I'm about to answer the breakfast nook question in regards to what do I eat as a celebrity for breakfast. Let's begin to answer that question. It's just going to be a simple coffee with a breakfast sandwich cooked on my flat top this morning. This is an indoor flat top. It is legal, it is registered, and it is registered with the CRA for me to have this indoor flat top. As you know, when you have cookware, because of house fires, you have to legally register even and including every single spoon and every single fork that you own and use to eat with. You have to register that, and yeah, because I tape my dad's forks, he gets irritated with me because he has to register his spoons and his forks by every November. Yes, I do. I take his forks and I eat with them. I do that to irritate Obama. I do it to irritate him. I do it to irritate Obama and get on his nerves by borrowing and using his utensils that he has to register twice a year, actually. Every February and every November, he has to register his utensils. So, you're welcome, Dad. If you are not a daughter that annoys your father like that, I don't know what kind of daughter you are. I don't know. But I also take his bagels too. I take his bagels and I eat his bagels too. So let's turn on the flat top, okay? And let's warm up the flat top, of which it is enough to fry an egg, and hopefully this time it comes out as a fried egg and not as a scrambled egg. The last time I did this, it came out scrambled. Okay. Okay, so far so good. No eggshells there. No eggshells there. That's good. Nope. And let's grab a clean plate to serve. Clean plates, okay? And I am going to put salt, table salt. Table salt right there, okay? And we are going to go ahead and let that sit and let that cook for me. And I actually like the burn that this flat top is given. This is a borrowed flat top, and it's different from the one that I have. But I like the burn that it's given kind of like that charcoal burn, and I actually like it. The charcoal burn is actually sufficient to my nose. Actually very, very sufficient to my nose. Very sufficient. Meaning I like it. Alright, so I have my bagel cut there. Let's wait for the egg to cook itself. Okay, now sometimes I put butter, sometimes I'm too lazy to put butter. Today's one of those days where I'm being way too lazy to put butter. If it was a regular 2-piece of squared sliced bread, I would put butter. But I don't want to put butter on a bagel right now. I don't want to put butter on a bagel. By the way, once again, like I always say, don't do this. Just because you see me do it, don't do it. But I do it just to make it easier to flip the egg. Alright? I do it just to make it easier to flip the egg. And I got what I wanted, non-scrambled egg. Non-scrambled. Okay, that's the cheese on both sides of the bread. Okay, the cheese on both sides of the bread, and I'm going to unplug the flat top right now and put the cheese on each of the egg on each side of the bread with the cheese. So, like so. Okay. And then we're gonna do like so. Like so and like so. And this is what I would call a 2-pan egg sandwich. 2-pan egg sandwich. Take 2 sides of the bread and make use it to make a singular sandwich with, well, you know, exposed bread. And it does say something. It does speak a language. I'm just saying. It does speak a language, but I do this in order to appropriate the languages being spoken by those who work diligently at Tim Hortons. Meaning, basically, please do not expose yourself. That is not approved in Canada. Do not expose yourself. It is not approved in Canada. It will take you behind prison walls if you do expose yourself. Canada is not Egypt where they take you home. Canada is Canada where you are delivered to prison and where you will serve time for exposing yourself in public. Okay? Let's give a taste to see what that tastes like. By the way, to give y'all, before I do that, but to give y'all an update on the kitchen light. He did fix the wiring, but for some reason it's still not turning on. It's still not turning on, but it keeps flickering in and out. The wiring up here, it keeps flickering in and out. So he fixed the light. There's a new bulb in there, but the wiring keeps flickering in and out, which is why I'm still using my ring light. And that was way back in October when he did change the bulb when it went out. So the light has been fixed, but there's something wrong with the actual wiring on the inside because it's not turning on completely to the point of amen I can see to amen I can see. So the light bulb is different, but the wiring in the lighting needs to be fixed. So there's a frayed wiring in the lighting somewhere that's not allowing the light bulb itself to turn on, and so we need to fix the frayed wiring because I've seen it flicker on a few times, but it doesn't, the flickering on doesn't last very long, which means there's a frayed wiring inside the lighting area there. Time is impending, but when I'm done making the coffee, we'll do a taste test after I made the coffee because of impeding time.